5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the show where we play games and we do it live. Oh yes, it's time for GameHammer Live. I cannot sing, it will not stop me. I hope you're all having a great evening. I am absolutely worn out because I had to go into and out of town on foot in the very, very hot weather. So 7,754 steps today. Let's see how far that was. 3.52 miles. Doesn't seem like it was 3.52 miles. Felt an awful lot longer when I was walking in the extreme sun. Oh yes. So hopefully we're not going to be too well, what can I say, too, what's the word, overwhelmed with this. Creative Cloud, can you please go away? Getting in my way and making me update things, my goodness. So I hope you're all having a great day. Let's see who's in the chat. We have Sir Patrick Furlong and Melody the Cat. We also have Colonel Ward and Hillside Junction and the mighty James Pets. Hello to you all. I hope you're all feeling good. I know that I am feeling moderate, so let's have a look and see if everything is set up. No, it isn't. We had the wrong death count. There we go. It's Smell the Rat game again. First time that I saw you, girl, I knew that I just had to make you mine. But it's so hard to talk to you with fellas hanging around you all the time. So, I'm just loading up the retro virtual machine. Is it? Yes, retro virtual machine version 2. Version 2 point something something something. Because we are playing. Aren't we going to play that really awful game that we talked about on Friday? We were, but then I remembered that we still haven't finished this game here. Thingamajig Dizzy. Crystal Kingdom Dizzy. So we're going to play that for a bit. I can't remember the password for it. Hey Jen, we're live. So, yeah, we are going to play the really awful game, but we're going to finish off with Crystal Kingdom Dizzy first, and then we'll take requests. So, anyone who wants to put a request into the chat, that's fine too. I'm going to load up my previous Monday video. You were going to play the awful game, but you remember that there was a non-awful game that you hadn't finished. Yes. That's pretty much it. So I need to ready to launch channel membership. Not now, YouTube. My goodness, I'm trying to do things here. Right, so we need to... Where is it? I need to find last week so I can get the password, you see. This is how things work. Hello to everyone who's joined me from the Monday Club. Normally I would have got this set up in time, you know, but it's been one of those days. So let's have a quick look in my content for last week's Monday video. Videos, come on. Press the wrong button there. Where are we? Dizzy. There we are. So if I bring this up onto view on YouTube, there we go. We can have a look at it, and then we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to turn the sound off on it, because that would just be weird to have me talking twice. Also, what? I've got an advert here saying, this toothbrush isn't for everyone. Then why are you advertising it to me? Are you trying to say I'm special? I already know that. So we're going to go in. Here we are. Now it's like videoception, dudes. This is weird. Put it into cinema mode. So it's bigger. Oh, look at that. My goodness. Now it's even smarter and more clever. Right, where are we? Final area. Did we get through the pirate ship? There we are. Right, here's the pirate ship, and then we go to the next bits. There we are. Right. So, it's going to load that up now. I'm not even on screen, am I? Let me move over a bit. Right. Password B8AD. B8AAD. Is that an O? 35A 7E 8. I believe that is what it is. So I'm just going to jump forward on the chat. Yes! There it is. I didn't even have to type that in because I could have just copied it from the chat last time. Yep, same thing. Right, now we know what it is. So, you already bribed Zoe and Brown Envelopes to play Rugrats Search for Raptor on PS1 at some point. I have to actually get a copy of that before we can do that. So here we go. We're going in with Crystal Kingdom Dizzy. So it's B8AA D035A7E8. Here we go. There we are. Okay, let's do this. Jump over that. Yep. Here we go. We have 1 life. This is ridiculous. So we're in Coconut Grove. I have no idea what we're doing here. Hi, Martin Vegas, Zantek, Ben Tullett, Colonel Ward. Sorry, I think I forgot to say hello to Colonel earlier on, even though he was here. Cling, cring, ping, boing. Okay, that's what happens when you press that. Okay, that seems a bit weird, but I'll go with it. Password is password. The password is swordfish. What a weird film that was. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? The password isn't always swordfish. That's just strange. And also, it smells. I have no idea why it smells. But it smells of bums and farts. This is information that you must know in order to survive. It is very important. Hi, BombBomb42YT. How are you doing? I don't know if you were here for last week. We are playing Crystal Kingdom Dizzy on the ZX Spectrum. This is the 128K version, and this was requested by Sir Patrick. So we're playing this to see if we can finish it. The answer is probably not, but we're going to try anyway. There we are. I got a bit of Dizzy eats some fruit to get some health, because that is how things work in the Yokefolk land. Right, let's see. So I'm going to try and... Oh, I stood too close to the edge. Egg with Legs is very bouncy. He is. He bounces like a maniac. Maniac. Maniac of love. Ah! I stood on a snake. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. It smells of bums and farts. Yes. Right, where's some fruit? Dizzy needs to eat fruit because he's a fruity dude. That might be seen as a bit different, but okay. He bounces like he's never bounced before. I have a feeling that we're going to have to do this again. We found a torch! Excellent, and now we've got some fruit. Warm weather is killer. Yeah, it is. I'm having so much trouble at the moment getting properly to sleep. It's ridiculous. So I am actually planning to stay up most of the night where it's a bit cooler and get some work done, because it's the only way I can guarantee that I'll be able to survive. It's ridiculous, this weather. Remember when summer was nice but it wasn't killer hot, you know? I remember that. Okay, we've got some sky. And I'm going to drop down to here. Nope. Nope. Doesn't work! No, the sky's not... Oh, that's annoying. Can we pull that up? No, we can't. Okay, let's go over here and see what we can do. I don't really know what's on this bit, but I do know that you can't jump into that bit. There we go. So he goes fully nocturnal. If it's a way of surviving this heat, I'll take it, because it's killing me. Literally. I am at risk of death from this stuff. Do you remember the game The Movies from circa 2006? I do. I used to make films in that thing. It was great. I have the movies and the stunt... was it Stuntman expansion pack for adding extra stuff? I've got both. They were great. I used to make films in that thing. It was a machinima generator, basically. It was great. I should make another film in that. That would be a great way of doing a film these days. Yeah. Instead of having to get a load of people together. Stunts and effects, that was it. Yeah. It was a great thing. I made little films in that. Excellent. I loved the space theme that it had on the original one with the sci-fi. It was great. I should make some more films in that. That was a fun thing. Do you remember the well-known film from that Night Pass? I don't. I don't know that one. Why can't I climb up this? So I can climb up one of these things, but not the others. Mid-20s is normal UK summer heat. Summers of the past mainly involved rain and cloud. When I was a kid, it was hot. But, yeah, humidity is the killer. It's hurting me. I can't stress this enough. It is hurting me. I am in a lot of pain from the weather these days, and I'm having a lot of trouble just staying cool enough to survive. I don't like it. You requested the Answered Action demo version of Dizzy 1. Yes, you did. I didn't have time to message back, but I did get the message. So we'll be using that later on. We'll be playing that, I mean. We'll see how we do. Right, I've got some flippers now. Yeah. Film was set in the future after a lot of climate change when people had to have a pass to go outside, and the more valuable passes were the night passes when it was cooler. Wow. I don't remember that. But I should look it up. I need to get up there. There's an aqua lung up there. So how do you get up there? Not dropping the torch, okay. Can you drop? Perhaps not. You can't drop the flippers or the torch. This is an interesting thing. Okay. The highest temperature during the 1976 heat... Oh, the long hot summer. Yes, I've heard of the long hot summer. Why can't I get on there? Can we have the last V8 on CPC? Sure, yeah. We'll put both of those in. Right. We're playing this through first. I'm trying to work out how to get over to the aqua lung, but it's a difficult process. Dropping all depends on where you put... Ah, right, fair enough. Right, we're going up here and seeing what happens if we go right instead, left instead of right even. You can't get on the top pipe. Oh, that's a shame. It really looked like it was one that you could get on, didn't it? Right, let's jump over here. Right, can we get up there? That's... You can't jump... You can't climb that either! You still have the Dark Souls... Oh, sorry. Right, I'm having trouble with this part of the game. I'm having a lot of trouble with this part of the game because this is as far as I've got in this game. And I'm not entirely sure what else to do. Can't climb all the vines. I don't seem to be able to climb any of the damn vines. That's the problem. It's like, ah. Right. Our first death count of the night. So let's add a death count. Right, what's our... What is our thing? What is the password? B... Oh, for goodness sake. B8 AA D03 5 A 7E8. Okay, what did I do differently? Because this isn't where I was supposed to be. Yeah. B8 AA D0 35 A 7E8. There we are, now on the beach. I don't know what I did differently there. That was weird. Okay. Apparently you just can't go into the water. Okay, well at least we know. B8 AA D0 35 A 7E8. Hidden areas in Blight Town is a nightmare when you're cursed. Avoid that. Ah, Mr. Character, that's why it dropped me onto the first screen. Okay, I get it now. Thank you. Ironically, I think that Britain will get a whole lot colder due to global warming if the AMOC stalls. To be honest with you, yes. Because of the way the Gulf Stream will move, it's already been predicted. You can go into the water on the other side from the dock, as long as you have the slippers and the aqualung. Yeah, fair enough. Well, we'll try to. That's what I'm trying to get the aqualung for, but I haven't worked it out yet. Grab that and then jump. So, now we're here. Let's see what we can do. I can't get up there, but what can I do if I jump this way? And that's not going to help either. Okay, so now we know. Yes, because the way climate change works, the Gulf Stream will move, and we will become far colder, like New York and Denmark, Scandinavia, that kind of place. That's what we're going to get, because that's what we're supposed to have, given our latitude and longitude. Remember, we get some interesting summers, but at the top of Scotland is literally the Arctic. So you get on it by jumping on the box from the dock. But I couldn't get on the box from the dock. That was the weird thing. I could not get there. Yeah, it's going to be like Canada, Labrador, that kind of thing. Yes, exactly. But we don't get that because of the heat from the Gulf Stream. So we've got to be careful about climate change. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's not real, blah, blah, blah. It's not man-made, it's natural. So I don't care who did it. It's getting hotter. Let's turn the frickin' temperature down before we start freezing, shall we? I don't care who's to blame. I'm not trying to parcel out blame. All these weird guys who want to argue on the internet over everything. Like, it wasn't this hot before. Now it is. Let's turn it back. When did that become such a charged political position to have? Can we have normal temperatures, please? But apparently it is, because everything has to be a fight these days. I don't get that. Can't we go back to when we could all just talk and agree that certain things are wrong and we should put them right? When did that stop being the default position? Guys, please, can we just have some sense back? That would be lovely. But no, we can't. The answer is no. We can't have that. We can't possibly have that because that would be wrong and bad and bomb farts. Yes. How the hell do I get on? Right, none of these boxes can be jumped on. This one can't be jumped on. But we're on the docks. And there's no other box. So how the hell do we... This is why I've stalled, Patrick, because it's not because I'm missing something. It's because there doesn't appear to be a way to get up there. I use a torch. No. Use the flippers. No. The dogs box. I think people treat politics like their favourite sport. Once they pick a team, they have to agree with everything for that team. Yes, unfortunately, that does appear to be like the way it is. I was in politics for quite a while. I campaigned for a decade. I was on the council for 4 years. And I'll tell you, the worst people I ever encountered were activists. And not for any particular party, just all parties. Because they expected you to toe the line regardless of what you thought. If your party said something, that you must agree with it. Otherwise, what were you doing? You're a traitor to your party. And that was from every side. And they all acted the same. But behind doors, once you got into politics, the people that were actually in there would, yeah, they'd cheer that stuff on. They'd make sure that their side was winning. But they agreed behind closed doors more often than they disagreed, because once you got in, you realise that actually we're here to do a damn job, not to fight each other for someone else's entertainment. It's a politics debate, not a frickin' wrestling match. It was so frustrating. It's one of the reasons why once I saw that my finances couldn't really justify doing yet another case of putting my business on hold in order to go and campaign to try and get back in, I wasn't so unhappy about it as I expected to be, you know? In that pile of boxes is one you can pick up. Oh. So I'm supposed to pick them up. Right, that makes a lot more sense. Although, the fact that I'm stood behind them Yeah, a large wooden box. There's a... It's behind. Oh, for goodness sake. Is that all it... Oh, look at Dizzy. He looks so good. That is cool. That's exactly... You know, back when I did the Treasure Island Dizzy review, I think it was for the NES version, but it might have been the original version. I did a drawing of Dizzy like that as a suggestion of what he should look like in when she had the Aqualung. And I'm so happy that other people have clearly agreed with that, because here he is. And he looks great. Diz, you look fantastic, man. Let's have a look around. Here we go. Yeah, cute. He looks brilliant. Thank you so much, Patrick, for confirming where we needed to go there. And what we needed to do, because it was getting on my nerves a bit. Let's put it... Ooh, the graphics are fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. That looks great. Can we pick the mushrooms? We cannot pick the mushrooms. Beep, beep. Oh, look at this. Ah. Sorry, but you can only carry so much. Yes, I realise that. Can I put my flippers down while I'm in here? Yes. There we go. Grab the pickaxe. So, diver, Dizzy. Dizzy goes diving. Yes. Ah! I'm assuming I need this pickaxe somewhere. I'm not sure where. There appears to be a match down there. Boing! Mushroom Dizzy! You're supposed to leave the flippers and Aqualung at the beginning. Oh, fair enough. Well, I will do that in a moment. You can use the pickaxe and the oil pipe. Oh, okay. 43 views. Come say hi. Yeah, if you're in the chat, if you're watching this, remember to like and comment and subscribe. It does help the channel so much, guys. Like, you would not believe how much it helps. Right, let's drop the oxygen tank there. I like the fact he can swim in scuba gear, but not when he falls in other waters. Yeah. Dizzy has trouble. Let's put it that way. It is a 128k game on Spectrum, yes. The original version was very different. Let's put it that way, shall we? It looked different and played different. Okay, so there's water in there that hurts us, so I'm assuming that's the traditional Dizzy acid rain. We're going to have a wander around. Let's see what this is. I think that's a match. Matches never touch. Pin! They can hurt you very much. Right, we're going to take all this stuff back over here and drop it near the start. That's going to be our dumping ground, because that way I know where everything is. And it'll make it easier to collect stuff as well. Drop the pin. Right, where's the... There we are. Okay, there's no way I can get across that from here, so I'm going back. Yeah, it's a really nice soundtrack. They've done a great job with this. It looks great, it plays great. I'm really enjoying it, which is why I wanted to continue it this week after we didn't quite finish last week. Pins used at the end of the level, fair enough. Well, at least we've got it now. Hey, we can eat the mushrooms! And there... Oh. Oh. Okay, now we're back here again. Hi Colin, how you doing? Dizzy is a great little game. It really is. I don't mean to use it as acupuncture. Ah. Acupuncture to cure the love of kittens. Never cure the love of kittens. Kittens are cute. Where are we? What are we doing? Right, wait for the acid rain to go past. Beep beep. And... Hello there! I found a dude. Crazy Joe's cave. Hello. Help me. I've been stuck in this cave for years. There's water way out. Just swim. I'm so old and frail now that I can't climb out. If you can help me out, I'll tell you a secret, and I'll give you the marvellous treasure I've been keeping all this time. Okay. Clink, rattle, grind, crunch. Okay. Yep, cute. Your kitten's cute and she knows it. Damn right. You can use the pickaxe here too. Oh. Oh, well, I better go and get it then. There we go. Oh no, I fell and now I got hurt. Oh no, Dizzy. Be careful, Dizzy. Come on, Diz. I'm dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlpool. It never ends. And it's you, Egg, making it spin. You're making me dizzy. Ba, 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 ba. Am I carrying the frickin' pick? I'm carrying the pickaxe that I've come back all this way to get. That is fantastic. Well done, me. First time that I saw you, girl, I knew that I just had to make you mine. Ba, 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 ba. But it's so hard to talk to you with fellas hanging around you all the time. Ba, 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 ba. I want you for my sweet pet, but you keep playing hard to get. I'm going round in circles all the time. I'm dizzy. Use the pickaxe. Perhaps not. What about here? Pickaxe. No? What about over here? Your pickaxe makes light work of the rock. Yes, I knew we'd be able to get the... Is this his treasure? The Sword of Justice. My foot hurts! Okay, we've got the Sword of Justice and a pickaxe. Drop the... Right. Put the sword down. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave them there. Vic Reeves and the Wonder Stuff. Yes! Vic Reeves and the Wonder Stuff was great. Those are the treasures you have to find. Sweet. Right, I'm going to go back up to the top and see if I can make the lift thing work. That is quite clearly what we're here for. I'm dizzy, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlpool, it never ends. Because I've got labyrinthitis and my head's dizzy. Ba 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 bum bum bum. Aha! Look at this. Okay, now we're getting something. Now we're getting somewhere. Beep 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 beep. Pickaxe, an empty oil can, and a torch. Right, we've got some nice stuff now. You need to get the lift down first, but you need something to put the oil into. Yes. Well, we've got that now. We've got an oil can and a pickaxe, and we have an idea of what we're doing. It's a vague idea, but I'm going to go with it. So if I drop down there, that would be back to that dude, wouldn't it? So let's not do that. We can go this way. It's safer. Beep, beep. It's not safer. I've just fallen straight into a vampire bat. Get off me! Get off! Oh my goodness. There we go. Now climb down here. That's a good egg. He's a very good egg, old Diz. Right. We can only bring items back one at... Oh my goodness, we can! Yeah, right, let's go. You can only carry so much. Right, we've got the flippers, the oxygen tank, and the oil can. Let's go. YouTuber thinks of copyright striking, but decides Zoe hasn't sung an exact... Yeah, there's no way that they copyright strike me, because... Well, for a start, I've not ever got near a tune, never mind hit on one. I did get knocked offline one time for trying to do karaoke of Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper's Poison. Because your lips are venomous poison. Because I was doing it on SingStar, and the only reason that it knew what I was trying to sing was because the video was on screen. 9 out of 10 of your videos have claims from some overseas companies claiming ownership of 80s 8-bit sound effects. Yeah, I get those all the time. You know my Secret of Monkey Island thing, where I was doing the entire game? I once got a copyright match for the sounds of the sea. And I literally threatened to take them to court on the grounds that you cannot copyright the sound of the ocean. It was so infuriating that someone would try that, but they did. Right, we need some stuff. Right. Oh, for goodness sake, why didn't the jump work? Oh, yes, because this game's bugged with the jump mechanics. They don't always work. If you're on an edge, it won't let you jump. So-called intellectual property equals abuse. Absolutely, James, absolutely. And I was willing to take it to court. But they backed down, thankfully. Carp! Dead. You hit the ground too hard. Right, we're going in again, ladies and gentlemen. The password is there, so it's B8AA D035A7E8. We're going in again. We're going to finish today. We're going to finish this. It's going to be great. You got claims over the voiceovers. You had someone to make a copyright claim on your voice. That what? Copyright strike over a voiceover. Oh my goodness. There's the Flippers. His name is Flipper, Flipper. Right, let the bird go past, drop down, yeah. Oh, come on, Diz. Jump across, jump around, jump, 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 jump around. Yeah, the copyright and the sound of the sea is just ridiculous. I absolutely agree. You can put the sound of the sea on your sound effects CDs, which is what they pretty much did. But I'm sorry, guys, you cannot suggest to me at any stage that you can copyright the fricking sea. I use PeerTube for my videos and only use MIDI music that I've written myself. Nice! Right, here we go. Jump up. There we go. You thought that was bad? My Zelda Link's Awakening Switch reaction video got a strike by someone claiming the live action video of you. What? I'm sorry, I've got to laugh because if I didn't, I'd go crazy with rage. That is hilariously dumb. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this other person, that's my copyright. What? What's next? Copyright on fart sounds. There will... Don't give them ideas, Colin. It will happen. It will happen. Right, drop the flippers. Drop the oxygen tank. Let's go for a walk. I wish I had my torch now. Oh. I was supposed to... Oh, I was supposed to bring the... Right, I'll go and get the torch. Just complete this instead of the last video. No, we'll see how we go. We've got hours. Do you think the whales copyright their whale sounds? Absolutely. They've got their own copyright system. I've never been in a whale court because I can't actually fit once they're inside. Once the plaintiffs are in there, there's not a lot of room, you know. Considering YouTube's copyright system, that could happen. Don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas. You know what they're like. Getting out of this damn water is hard. There we are. Was this before the video game crash? No. The video game crash never happened in the UK. The video game crash is 1983 and it only happened in North America, so it should actually be called the North American video game crash, but Americans being Americans, they forget that the rest of the world exists. There was never a copyright. There was never copyright. Oh my goodness, we've got copyright in the brain tonight. There was never a video game crash in the UK because computers saved it. The UK had the ZX Spectrum, the ZX81, the ZX80, the Commodore 64, and all that. Fairly cheap, low price home computers rather than video game consoles. And we never, as a result, had a crash because there was never a thing of inherent value to games. Everyone was making games, and most of us were making crap games, so we never really expected a huge amount from our games at the start of the 8-bit systems. So it never crashed, because we didn't have the influx of crap that America had that was flooding the market, and people were wary of paying huge amounts for the stuff that they were getting. I can't blame them for being upset about the cost of games when it was crap and you didn't know what you were getting, because we didn't have that here. Everyone was expecting it to be fairly mundane but cheap, because we were all selling our own stuff left, right and centre. Someone would make a game and then sell it, and then some other people would play it and enjoy it. We never had the problems. The UK was slightly behind the USA in the gaming side of it. To an extent, yes. We didn't go all in on the Atari and the Intellivision and things like that. They came out, but we didn't go all in on them. It was just a very different time. It was more a hobbyist thing. Right, let's do this. So yeah, we didn't have the crash here. But even if we had, this game came out in 1992, 1993, which was a decade after the crash. So yeah. And also, look at the quality of the stuff that we ended up getting from the UK. Ocean's from the UK. Infogrames is French, but used systems that were developed in the UK. DMA Design, which became Rockstar North, is from the UK, and there was Psygnosis doing Lemmings and things like that. Because of the hobbyist market and the lack of crash, we got a huge amount of stuff, and people got to play around and learn how to make their own stuff, which added even better stuff as a result. So I wouldn't say we were behind, we were just different. It's nice that we went that way, I think. Everyone had Ataris when I was a kid, smart. The only person I ever saw with an Atari was my friend, and he got it off his dad. I kid you not. It was his dad's console. I had a Binatone, and it was my dad's console. But my first computer was an Amstrad in 1985, which was, again, after the crash would have been. But no one had a crash here, because the ZX Spectrum was so cool, and we're all just playing Manic Miner, and like, crash? What crash? Right, we've got the pin, the oil can. Right, let's go. Plus, there wasn't much competition since other countries mostly had a few consoles or home computers. Here where I live, it's all about competition. Yes, very different set of circumstances. We had home computers, and as a result, Nintendo, the NES, the NES as we called it, didn't make as big a mark here. Nintendo were actually the second fiddle to Sega until the Game Boy. Although there was that one Christmas with Street Fighter 2, where everyone wanted a Super Nintendo with Street Fighter 2. I can't blame them, it was a damn good version. France had a Thompson MO... Ah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing that once. Just the once. For a time, the UK government supported computers. Yes, they did. After the Elan and Enterprise. Yeah, the Enterprise. Oh my goodness. Nintendo considered the UK a non-priority market. I cannot blame them. Did you see what happened with Mattel? Oh my goodness, Mattel. What were you thinking, guys? Let's market this console in Boots the Chemist. I'm sorry, guys. You can't do that. When people go for a major electronics product, they don't go to Boots the frickin' chemist. They go to Dixon's and they buy their consoles and computers. And they just didn't get in on that market early enough. Nintendo eventually took marketing back and did go into Dixon's. But for a while, it's like, what the hell were you thinking, dudes? Right, we've got the pickaxe and the flippers. We'll drop the torch. And, right, pickaxe, flippers, oxygen tank. Read somewhere that in light of that flop, Margaret Thatcher actually wanted to ban home computers. I never read that myself. A bit... It would have been against Thatcher's ideals, to be honest with you. Free market. She's very much a free marketeer. Although, it wouldn't surprise me that a few of the wets in the Tory party would have gone down that kind of route. How do I get out of this damn water? Can I just jump? There we are. Yeah, I'm skeptical, says James. Yeah, I'm skeptical as well on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a rumour that went round. It's certainly a rumour that may have been encouraged in order to scare some people into line, you know? But whether it would actually happen, I don't know. Pickaxe. The pipe cracks and oil begins to leak. There we go. Right. Drop the pickaxe. There we go. Right, we're going in. She did ban Skullman. She didn't... It's not ban. It's just that she's decided not to fund it anymore. And I don't know whether that was a good thing or not. I certainly didn't get hampered by it, but I'm an outlier in certain ways because my dad worked for the Milk Marketing Board. So we definitely had milk at home and drank it regular. Did I open the cave? I did. I did before I took the pickaxe. So, yeah. Let's take the empty oil can this time. I know a lot of people that were very short at school. Yeah, the difference between banning from something and not paying for it yourself. Yeah. But I know a lot of people that probably could have dealt better with school and life in general if they'd had calcium at school. So, banning milk, that was it's a difficult call from my point of view. I don't know if it was a good idea or not. Because from my point of view, I didn't suffer and neither did my cousins, but we were not everyone. Oh, I'm just going to move my watch out. The one advantage of a watch that shows your heart rate is you get an idea of what your heart's doing at the time. The disadvantage is that when it's hot and your arm expands, it crushes you. You can use the fuel oil can on the switch on the ground. Yes, I thought that would be what it would be for, yes. Dizzy fills the empty oil can with lovely black crude oil. Yuck. Then why did you call it lovely? If you're saying yuck, why are you saying it's lovely? Why does touching a fish hurt an egg with a scuba mask? Oh, please tell me. Oh! Oh, I jumped when I shouldn't have. No, I had to get over the guy. This is annoying me on a fundamental level now. Oh. Rarer from Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough? I did not know they were from Middlesbrough. Huh. You learn something new every day. Here we go. We're going in again. So it's B8AAD035 A7E8. Here we go. I'm trying my best to get over this stuff without dying. Dying for touching a snake makes sense, as snakes eat eggs. Yeah, well, apparently these fish also eat dizzies. I'm dizzy. Bum, 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 bum. I'm so dizzy. Ba, 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 ba. I need to start putting shorts out of the comments that we put on these shows because it's ridiculous. The stuff that we talk about is hilarious. Rare used to be ultimate. Yes! Ashby Computers. Wow. My goodness. You learn something new every day. There we go. Right. Got the flippers. The first UK company allowed to write Nintendo games. Can't be. Surely not. Surely Ocean got in before Rare. And Ocean were huge. Rare got in before Ocean? I need to start putting shorts out. YouTube short. Surely Ocean got in before Rare. Although Rare did do like Beetlejuice and Battletoads and maybe. Wow. I really thought Ocean would have been before Rare. Huh. Some of the Ultimate games still say ACS. Of course they do, yeah. I need to look at Rare Replay again. Rare got there before it. Wow. Yeah, again, you learn something new every day. Surely some of the best numpty deaths should be YouTube shots. They should. I need to go through these videos again because I haven't done a short for a while, and I really need to get my titles for MB. Ah, there we go. That's why MB games. Glad we're not bought by Nvidia. Digger T-Rock is Rare. Well, well, well. I did not know that. It's not. Hang on. It's on Rare Replay. Of course it's but freaking. Holy crap. What am I talking about? It's on freaking Rare Replay, isn't it? Which I should play more of. But I don't. Just putting that out there. I should do more, but I don't. Yeah, torch him. Don't. No, actually pick the pickaxe up. Pick up a pickaxe. Oh, goodness. Get out the way. They wrote Wizards and Warriors in 1987 for claim. Huh. Well, well. I've got a copy of Digger T-Rock. I think you sent it to me, Patrick, with the NES. Which, by the way, is a fantastic system. I only saw one in, like, 94. Will I be reviewing Dark Souls? It's going to be a GameHammer finishing move. I may not call them finishing moves anymore. That thing didn't really take off as a concept on my channel. Finishing moves. There's only one episode of that, and it's Leg End of Zelda. I know it's Legend, but I want to call it Leg End. The end of a leg. Rare R from Middlesbrough. Well, well, well. Alright, let's drop down into here. Hello! I've come to be dizzy. Oh, I already was dizzy. Oh, okay. Pickaxe. There we go. Right, let's head off ski. Do 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 ba ba. Ocean didn't publish for NES until '91 with Darkman and the Untouchables. Well, well, well. Darkman's not a bad game. I know the Angry Video Game Nerd made a big deal out of it, but I thought it was alright. I love the way he does the eating animation. The first Nintendo I had was a Nintendo 64. No, a SNES. It was a SNES now I think about it. Yeah, it was a SNES because I got it from a car boot sale. £15, including 3 games. Take care, Ben. Thanks for coming along. Have a great night. I hope you have a great night. Then thanks for coming along. But yeah, 15 quid at a car boot sale with 3 games. And the games were Super Mario World, Mario Kart, and Star Fox. It was great. I loved my SNES. Never got Street Fighter 2, even though everyone wanted it back in the day. But Star Fox, I basically bought the SNES just for that game. It was so good. Absolutely love it. I put you on the payroll as a historian. Yours was a GBA, wow. Game Boy Advance is a nice system. I should get more games for it. But I don't. Excuse me. I never get round to it, you know. It's one of those things. The graphics are impressive for a game with only 20 kilobytes. Yeah, it's amazing. What they've managed to do here is fantastic. The ZX Spectrum was phenomenal in what it could do. And it's because it keeps its colour as 1 bit in memory. The Spectrum's method of memory allocation is phenomenal. And that's why it has colour clash, where Dizzy changes colour as he walks past things. Because of how it allocates memory. It's 1 bit, and it's for several blocks of graphic. But it works so well for how it does everything. So you end up with an 8-bit colour thing that holds a huge amount of data. It's very clever. Sir Clive Sinclair and his team did a phenomenal job. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Patrick. It doesn't matter about how much memory you got, it's how you make use of it. It really is. They did such a good job. I love it. F-Zero was good. I have F-Zero on... I have the N64 version. And oh my goodness, it's good. Right, it's filled up the thing with crude oil. This is where we got to last time, and then we died. I think there are far too many snakes on this level. I don't like it. I don't like the snakes. They're very annoying, and they smell of bums and farts. Oil. That didn't work. What if I stand here and use the oil? Squirt, squirt, hope that works. Lift slowly starts to move. On second thoughts, I'd rather not jump down there. It's too dark for me. Thanks. Thanks, Dizzy. That's wonderful. That's great news. I really appreciate that. Well done there. Well done on that. Yes. You did a good choice of not falling down that giant hole and getting stuck and then dying of being an idiot. Well done. I'm glad I thought about doing that. Grab the food and jump back. There we go. Now we're gonna wait for the birdo. And what would be the right number of snakes? 1 per area. That would be the right number. Just the 1 on each screen. Rather than 2. 2's getting annoying because it's too many. 1 gets in the way of the other. Think, how many snakes do you want? None. Right, here we go. Right, we're going back. And I'm taking the oil can with me just in case. Can you save state? I can, but I don't. That's how I roll. Downhill and at speed. While going, ah! What's your feeling on emulators on personal PCs? Are you against that? Nope. At some point, even my cartridges, and I try to control the temperature in this room so that the discs don't end up delaminating. But even with all my efforts, at some point, all of my games will eventually not work. The only way to play the games will be through emulators. So I am wholly for emulation. I know a lot of game developers are pretty happy if you can still play their games years later. Like, thanks for remembering our stuff, dudes. But I know game publishers aren't as happy. Game publishers need to get with the program where we realise that they're a business, but we are in the business of preservation. All can? No, didn't work. Let's slowly start. Okay, so that oiled. Okay, that's fine. I approve of emulation, says James. Yep, I approve of it too. Play the game on whatever you want. Yeah, if you've bought a game, you should be able to play that game. I don't care how you play it. If you buy one of my games, then first of all, you've been ripped off because I've never sold a game. But I do make them, I just don't sell them. But if you've got one of my games, play it however you want. I don't care. I'm just happy you're playing the game, you know? And that's how it should be, in my view. But seriously, if I buy a game, I should be able to play it however I want. I ask as I have games legally in my collection, especially on PC and PS3, but my old consoles don't work and it costs too much to replace them now. Yeah, consoles are expensive. So, if you've bought it, you should be able to play it. And actually, that got enshrined in law when David Cameron was still Prime Minister. You can... what's the word? Oh, what is the word? Format shift. That's it. You can format shift. Drop there. Oh, okay. Pick that up. So, yeah. So I've been ripping people off by selling the Zoe Kirk Robinson collection for $19.99 on Hamstrad for sale on Facebook. Now what have I forgotten? Blah 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 blah. Now what have I forgotten? I don't... What? Dizzy, what are you on about? Right, drop the pin. Did we hear it? Was it possible for us to hear a pin drop? I even forged your signature on the cover. There's a good way of being able to tell if my signature's forged. If you can read it, it's forged. I have the worst handwriting you would ever see. I'm very much an advocate of the education theory of handwriting. As in, the more times a person has been through an educational course, the more likely it is that you can't read their handwriting. Which is why doctors have terrible handwriting, and probably psychiatrists have even worse. Because they have to learn for longer. How do I get past this guy? Dead. This is getting tough. This is a tough game. We are going to get through it, though. Death count of 4. Hang on. We did have a numpty. Why isn't the numpty registered? There we are. 3 and a numpty. You need to put all 3 treasures on the list. Oh! At once. I didn't realise. Okay. B. 8. AA. D. 0. 3. 5. A. 7. E. 8. Here we go. Wait for the bird to go past, then jump. Boing! But seriously though, at some point, because of the way media is stored, the only way we're going to be able to do any kind of gaming is by format shifting, which thankfully we are able to do in the UK. And it's just how it is. It's a matter of preservation. Publishers can argue it all they want, but no. It's just how it is. So, even now, if you think about it, there are various games that you just can't get anymore. They are simply not sold. It's not possible to buy them, legitimately. So, how are you supposed to play those? Because I guarantee that someone still wants to play them. When the Xbox 360 marketplace goes offline, all those games that you didn't buy, well, there's probably some that someone didn't buy at all. There'll be something on there that's never been seen, never been played. We don't know what it is, and that's tragic. EA are always trying to ban the resale of all games. It'll never happen, because how are you going to stop me? Seriously, I've bought this thing. If I want to pass it to someone else, how are they going to stop? They're going to come and physically try and take it off me? I'd like to see them try. How are you going to do it? I'm in my house. I've invited someone in. They're buying a game. EA is not allowed in. EA is not invited into my house. How are they going to stop me from passing that game over? Seriously, how? If I go on eBay and make a private transaction, how are they going to stop me? They can want it all they like, but it's never going to happen. Yeah, rent-seeking is abuse. Absolutely. Rent-seeking is a great term there, James. I like that. I like that a lot. But it's simple. You can take my ability to do a private transaction when you stop charging me so much for games. And it's as simple as that. You want to try and take away my rights to own property and ownership, then you can't call any transaction a sale. If I'm not able to own something, then you cannot say you've sold it to me. So all those online stores where I think, buy now. No. Rent now. License now. Very different. Either I own it or I don't. If I don't, then you can't tell me I've bought it. You can't make it... You can't have it both ways, digital distributors. If I'm buying something, I own it. I can do what I want with it. If I want to eat it, if I want to lick it, shove it up someone's arse, then I can because I own it. Probably need consent from the owner of the arse, but you get the idea. But if I don't own it and you still have rights over what I can do with it, then I haven't bought it. I've rented it. I've leased it. I've licensed it. And they have to change their wording, but they won't, because you know what buy means, but you probably don't know what license means, and you shouldn't know what license means unless you read the terms of that particular license. So they'll never change it, but they still want to call it a license that you're purchasing. Well, you can't have it both ways. And here endeth the rant. Yeah, and smell it. Absolutely. If I want to lick it and smell it, juggle with it, then I will. And multi-billion-dollar companies will pass anything. Look at the British Gas as a prime example. Yeah. Still waiting for you to put her in Tea and Cake for lesbian vampires. Tea and Cake 2, Electric Boogaloo. What is Electric Boogaloo? Was that an actual film? I've never seen it. I'm a bit of a film buff, but I don't know them all. The real risk is that governments realise they can profit from others' rent-seeking and include with the abuse. Yes. And unfortunately, that won't change regardless of who's in government, because the moment they can tax something, they yes, I'm on board, thank you very much. Bloody annoying. But that's the world we live in now. Smell it first, though, you might not want to eat it. That is true. I made some instant noodles last night. My goodness, I wish I had the sense of smell that worked. At the moment, because of all the pollen, my nose is pretty much blocked up. So I didn't realise that these noodles that were in the cupboard were probably not within their sell-by date. They tasted awful! Physically sick. Oh, it was awful, man. It was awful. Hope you know I was only joking about some of the Zoe Cove problem. Of course I know you were joking. Patrick, don't worry. I can take a joke, don't worry. Seriously. You don't need to fret it. We're all friends here. That's the beauty of the show that we have here, the channel. We don't look to try and see a joke as a real thing, you know? So don't worry. One single new development has been made to Batman. Does he have a sidekick called Catman, and is it just a cat? The risk is inherent to a system in which the people who make the rules can get votes by spending money. It's a serious constitutional problem. It is. It really is. I'd have loved to have been a constitutional lawyer, but I didn't have the constitution for it. Oh, that was such a bad joke. Oh. Oh, I made myself happy with that one. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad, it was funny. Tories trying to get votes by messing around with disability. To be honest with you, every political party tries to get votes by messing around with benefits. Some increase it to try and get votes, and then others decrease it to try and get votes. And basically, it sucks to be a pawn in their games, doesn't it? I'd love to have been a constitutional lawyer, but I don't have the constitution for it. That's an own joke. YouTube shot. Yes. I said this to, I think it was Iron Horse, one night, when we were... Was it one night? No, I think it was at Key Model World Live, when we were all hanging around and having a chat. And a drink, because we needed it. It was a dry area. And I was saying, sometimes I just say things. My mouth engages before my brain does. So if you see me laughing at my own joke, it's because I genuinely, legitimately did not know I was going to say that. It just happened. This is why it's not safe to allow politicians to control work. The problem is, who do you give it to? The civil service? You can't trust the civil service. You really can't. I've been in the civil service. I was a civil servant. I would not trust most of the people that are there. They go in to do a job, and they'll do as little of the job as possible, and then go home. And also, they don't always follow what the instructions they're told. All the Brexit issues that we've had, I'll tell you right now, the majority of those were because the civil service didn't want to do it. Seriously, they didn't want to do it, so they concocted reasons not to. They shouldn't be able to do that. The vote was to leave. The government was elected to deal with leave, and yet we're still messing about. We didn't get all the things we were promised because they just decided they didn't want it. That shouldn't be possible. That shouldn't be allowed. It certainly shouldn't be acceptable. And yet here we are, because the civil service actually runs the country and the government just administers it. And it shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't have unelected people running the country. Also, have a look at some of the other parts. I did do constitutional law. I fully admit that I didn't get the highest grade ever. I got a fairly high grade, but not the highest ever. But look into who sits behind the Speaker in the House of the Parliament and why. Seriously. They're not civil servants. They're members of an authority that you did not vote for. You will never vote for them because they are City of London. They sit behind, essentially overseeing and agreeing with what's allowed. Look it up. It's ridiculous. And that's part of Parliament. It's not democratic at all. It's ridiculous. Right, let's try this. Full oil can. Squirt, squirt, hope that works. Isn't that the 1922 committee? No, 1922 committee is a different matter. 1922 committee runs the Conservative Party. It decides who's leader, and it can get rid of the leader of the party. It's only the Conservatives. The Labour Party has its own constitutional way of dealing with their MPs and things like that. And the Lib Dems do as well. 22 committee is only Conservatives. I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to find some fruit so that this egg doesn't get completely out of health. There he is. There's a dangerous level of concentration of coercive power in governments all over the world. Government is a serious risk to human welfare the world over. Yes. And I say that as a former politician. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous system, and it's basically cobbled together messes in the hope that it'll work, and then people come along and abuse it. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, newsflash, Patrick, we do not live in a democracy. This is a constitutional monarchy. we have democratic elements. Hi to Krista, by the way. I can't remember if I said hi, but hi. We don't live in a democracy. We have democratic elements, but this is a monarchy. It's a constitutional monarchy, but it's a monarchy. Civil servants are the subject matter experts. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's why they stay on after a change in government, because they know the job. But they shouldn't have the powers that they do to be able to wangle their way through things and say, oh yes, this is okay and that's not okay, and we can do this and we can do that. No. The government should do that, and then they should follow it, and if they can't follow it, they should resign. But you can't fire a civil servant, and the minister is always the one that takes it in the neck if something goes wrong. But the civil servants can hide things from the minister, and that happens a fair amount. But the civil servants stay. It's always the minister who gets it in the neck, and I don't think that's right. We should be able to fire civil servants. We just don't. Right, talk to that guy. If people feel the Prime Minister should be removed, then it should be put to people. Yes and no. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with all these ideas about removing the Prime Minister. Was I supposed to... Oh, of course I haven't pressed the thing. I haven't pressed the button to get the lift down yet. You're glad your healthcare isn't run by insurance companies? Yeah. The NHS has a lot of problems, but free at the point of use is not one of them. Free at the point of use is what all healthcare should be. We pay into it from the basis that we might need it later, and someone needs it now. Can't be firing civil servants on political grounds, though. I agree. I absolutely agree. We should not be firing them on political grounds. But if they're refusing to carry out the job, then that should be a fireable thing. There we are. Right, the lift's going to move now. Drop down. Put the crown down. The chalice. How do we always end up with with political debates while playing retro games? Is it because the majority of us really, really don't like what's going on in the world? Now, what have I forgotten? This guy. Glad you're back. I was getting worried. Here, climb onto the lift and I'll send you up. Thank you, Sonny. There we go. Lift slowly starts to move. There we go. Right, what am I carrying? A torch? That's brilliant. Dr. Butler in the US had problems getting her insurance as her medical insurance won't cover it. Frickin' hell, man. Frickin' hell, man. Insurance companies should not be allowed to tell you who lives and who dies, and what coverage you can get, and what things you get. You know, the majority of insurance people aren't even doctors. The ones that deal with claims aren't even doctors. I couldn't believe that when I heard it. It's like, I'm sorry, what? So, these people who have never been to medical school can say yes or no to an insurance claim from a frickin' doctor? That's just ridiculous. It's like going to a nuclear reactor and telling the physicists, oh yes, you can turn that on today, but not tomorrow. Why? I've gone the freaking wrong way again. Control of healthcare is either by insurance companies or governments, and it's irredeemably unsafe. It really is. They shouldn't be messing with it. Although, I would say one thing to the NHS. Get rid of all the managers that keep asking for certain things, paperwork that's not needed. And all of this cost-effective assessment stuff, so that a guy can't change a light bulb without making sure that it's paid for in the most efficient way, and it ends up costing a frickin' fortune. Get rid of all that. Send Joe Blogs down to the local shop and get frickin' light bulbs. Ridiculous. We spend far too much on stuff that we don't need to, and that's why everything costs a fortune. Also, there was one... And I said this on Question Time Extra Time on Radio 5. I think it was actually on BBC Red Button as well, but I never saw that version. There were cameras in the room when I said it. There was a few years back, before I'd even been on Question Time, there was a hospital that spent £10,000. £10,000 on a clock. A clock for the waiting room. It was an artistic clock, and the idea was, well, people will enjoy looking at it while they wait for their appointment. £10,000. And the best part, you couldn't read the time on this clock because it was artistic. I will never get over that. The idea of this idiot person trying to justify that. £10,000 for a freaking clock? It's ridiculous. How much stuff you could buy for £10,000? for a hospital. How many bandages you could get. How many plasters. £10,000. Just buy a normal clock and put it on the wall. You could have left the torch, yeah. I'm going to end up dying horribly because I've mistimed a fish, haven't I? Yeah. If we get hit once more, we're dead. So we're probably doing this again. We will eventually get there. Holy crap, I managed to get out. 10,000 for a clock is a good demonstration of the principal agent problem. It's ridiculous. Do you want to explain the principal agent problem, James? Because that is one I'm not familiar with. Received a bill of 15,000 after the last payment. My goodness. I know of one person who managed to get the cost of having a child down to $500. And that was because they booked the room well in advance. Dead. Because I mistimed a jump. It didn't go to the right place. The person making the decision to buy it was probably doing it to increase his or her personal prestige, not caring about actually doing the right thing. Thank you, James. Yes. Yes, that sounds exactly like what was going on. Principal agent problem occurs when a person has the responsibility to act on behalf of others. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the explanation. Right, we're trying again. I will get through this. Please tell me that we're near the end of the game. Wonder if the clock was a Rolex. B8 AAD 035 A7E8. We are getting through this tonight. We're doing this tonight. We're getting through it. We've got time. We've got plenty of time. Most acute, where there are multiple principals who disagree about what should be done. There are 4 chapters. We're on chapter 3. So we've got a little bit stuff to keep going. You take circle. So do I. I'm on the same stuff, which means you can't have grapefruit, and it makes it a horrible situation if you're ever anywhere that is a bit hot and humid, like the UK, because sertraline changes how you deal with heat. What will happen first? I finish the game, I'll memorize the password. I am very good with numbers, but I'm not very good with random strings of crap. Which is what a password is. So it's like, my brain goes, yeah, I don't need to know that, and doesn't remember it. Except for weird things like old license plates, as Americans will call it, the registration numbers on cars. For some reason, I just memorize them like that. It's ridiculous. I still know the one for my dad's car in 1989. There isn't that car does not exist anymore. There isn't a plate anymore, but I still remember it. Right, so we don't need to bring up the torch. Metazapine is the best. The weirdest thing about antidepressants is that some work on some people, some work on others, and no one's entirely sure why. Otherwise, we'd only have one. So I was on when I got out of hospital. I'd had a thanks to bipolar disorder. For those of you who don't know, yeah, I'm bipolar. I'd had an attempted game over and ended up on lithium, and it was the best for me, except it harmed my liver. Take care, Krista. Thanks for coming along. Have a great night. Completely screwed my liver. Absolutely screwed it. But great for my brain. So now I'm on sertraline and it works perfectly fine. Love it. Love the experience of not being at the extremes, because sertraline is great because it's a antidepressant, but also a mood stabilizer, which is essential when you're bipolar. You want stability at all costs. So, main thing never to admit in certain streams is being autistic. Well, here you can, because let's face it, everyone's on the spectrum. That's why it's a spectrum rather than a binary. And if people have trouble with that, then that's their problem, and they can deal with it somewhere else. That's the way I see it. As far as I'm concerned, people are what they are, and you can't just go after someone for who they are. They can't change that. Attacking someone for autism is like attacking someone for having green hair. Green hair. Frick's sake, what am I talking about? Green hair? Grey hair. They can't help grey hair. It's a natural thing. Not green. If you've got naturally green hair, please tell me, because I will be amazed, and also I want to see that. People in Cypher and Overlook streams are anti-autism. Yeah, some people are dicks. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I wish it didn't happen. And I'll say now, those people are welcome here as long as they behave. Because I won't say no to people who know how to behave. And, yeah, from my point of view, if you... Lawns have naturally green hair, that's true. We won't be anti-lawn. If you think something, I don't care. If you say or do something, that's different. People can think what they like. There's like loads of people who find gay people or trans people a little bit off. I've put down the flippers instead of the pickaxe. But as long as they don't act on that, they don't go out and be all homophobic, they just keep it to themselves and let people be people, I have no problem with that kind of person. But the moment they start saying that I shouldn't be able to say, do, or be something, then there we go. You have a problem. I have a problem. And it's you, and since I run the place, you go. That's how it is. Simple. Think what you like. I don't care. Do certain things, then we have a problem. There's something seriously wrong with the minds of people who are anti-something that's beyond people's control. Yeah. Yes, very much so, James. But if they keep it to themselves and learn to just be uncomfortable on their own time, fine. Don't care, because you can't always help the issue of what you like and don't like. You can't always help that. But as long as you can control it like an adult, then you're welcome. Right. Why am I going this way again? I can't remember. We're gonna... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we understand, Patrick. Don't worry about it. We know what happened, so don't worry. But yeah, you can cover pinball games for all you like. It's fine. But yeah, as long as you understand what happened and everyone's fine, then yeah, people can be what they want to be. Just don't force it on others. Yes, exactly. That's it. Exactly, Colonel. Like, I'm not going to force people to be an artist. But if someone comes in like, oh, artists are smelly and never wash and all that, it's like, we're going to have a problem there, because I don't. I don't understand people enjoying football or wanting to have children. I would have loved to have had kids. I'd have loved to have been able to continue the family line and be able to teach someone the right values and be a parent and all that, but I can't. And it's as simple as that. So I don't. But I'm not going to go and say other people shouldn't. Or that they should. You know? Freedom's important. Yes, it is. Do you think Morrissey is gay? I don't care. I don't think whether anyone's gay, straight. I don't care. It's never something that's come to mind. Just don't give a crap. Let people love who they want to love, as long as they do it in the privacy of their own home and both parties are consenting and of age. That's a very important part. Then I don't care. You do you, or someone else. Yeah, you regret it happening. That's the thing. If you didn't regret it, then there'd be an issue because you wouldn't have learned anything from the experience. But you did, so there we are. Morrissey is their own personal. Morrissey is Morrissey. Yeah. Right, drop the pin. There we go. Right. So the only thing you can do, Patrick, is realise that it's over. It happened. Won't happen again. Then it's fine. Let it go. You don't have to dwell. You don't have to be defined by your mistakes. That is one thing that I really got from when I had to see a psychiatrist after the game over attempt. You don't have to be defined by your mistakes. So there you go. That's how it is. You can't change the past, so don't live there. Yeah. But you know that, and you're not going to do it again, so don't let it define you. You know? We all love the past for its games and its interesting ways of doing things, but we don't have to live there. Right, oil can. There we go. Lift moves. Right, we've got all that stuff. Someone who's both neurodivergent and the LGBTQ, I agree with this 100%. Never force people to be who they want. Yeah. And you do you. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with being yourself. Unless yourself is like Stabby Mad Steve the Stabber of Stabbington. Then there might be a bit of a problem there. You use cheat modes and save states for your videos. Yeah, but here's a thing that I'll let you in on for reviews. Every reviewer in the past who had a time limit for their magazines and for the TV shows they were reviewing on used save states, walkthroughs, and anything else they could get their hands on so that they could see as much of the game as possible. This was encouraged by the developers because they wanted the reviewers to see the whole thing. Every reviewer has used save states, cheats, and things like that. Stabby Steve of Stabbington could be a game that you make in live game coding. It could, yeah! Stabby Steve's Grim Day Out. So, for reviews, save state's fine. I use all kinds of techniques to get the right footage for my reviews. Most of the time I try to play through the entire game myself without any kind of cheat mode, but sometimes it's not possible. Yeah, the password for the final level of Chip's Challenge. Of course they did. Chip's Challenge is bloody hard. It's a damn hard game. Do you think a person's going to get through it in a month? It's not designed to get through in a month. It's designed for you to have a very long time until you get value for money. But reviewers don't have that time. They've got a couple of days at most to get through that game. So of course they're going to use save states. Of course they're going to use passwords and walkthroughs and things like that. It was the nature of the game. You had a couple of people to do a load of games for a magazine. Of course they're going to use save states. Why are you going back? I am trying my best to find a mushroom so that I don't die. That's why I'm going back. I can't find a mushroom. There aren't any, are there? I've de-mushroomed this entire... I've de-mushroomed the entire place. This upsets me on a fundamental level. Oh dear. This is why it's not a good idea to make a purchasing decision based on reviews. Yeah. Right, we're going to have to come back to this another time because we're not going to get through everything. So, yeah. I like the game. We're definitely coming back to this, but my goodness, that was a bit tough. Right. Where is it? Retro Virtual Machine. That, by the way, is Mount Vesuvius from the window of the villa I was in Italy. Holiday of a lifetime. Absolutely loved it. It was so good. Would not mind going back. Thank you very much. But won't be going back for a while because, let's face it, it was an expensive experience. Right, let's go for this. Insert a disc. But I would love to get a place out in Italy. It would be so nice. I was killed by a bat. T-shirt. Yes. That's why it's a good idea to not make purchasing decisions for games based on reviews, but rather what people post in forums about problems they're having. Yes. Absolutely. Right, retro computers in my documents folder. Amstrad CPC. We are using an emulator tonight. I can't be bothered to turn everything on. Sorry guys, it's getting late. Amstrad Action cover discs. Which disc was it on? Ah, here we go. Right, let's have a look. Christmas 87? Think that's it. Let's have a look. Was the villa more expensive than the hotel would have been? A lot more expensive. Like, seriously, a lot more expensive. We looked it up, how much it would cost, and it was a €6 million villa if you wanted to buy it. So yeah, it was quite a place. Literally holiday of a lifetime. We'll never be able to go back, I think. Right, we've got will it run disc? It was the best. Seriously, it was the best. What am I looking at here? This has not got it on. Yeah, we didn't pay that much. It was huge. I did a vlog on it when we were about everything that was there, and it was amazing. But my goodness, it was a pricey place. There's 8 of us there though, so you know we shared the costs, which is the only way to do it. It was on the issue 37 tape. Seymour take 1. That's when Sweever's World Drum Kit Smart 2 Turtles demo. That's when I started getting Amstrad, so before that. Spin Dizzy Wizard's Lair. Yeah, let's try the cover tapes folder instead. Cover tapes. Dizzy Birthday Gift Pack. CDT. These have all been turned into no, that cancel. Go to that. Right, put the tape in. Dizzy Birthday Gift Pack. There we go. Right. Bar tape. Hi, Captain Dowd. How you doing? I've introduced you to our nation's capital. You're a hit. 1 for the CV. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Press play, then any key. Press the key first, then press play. Right, let's see how this goes. We're going to deal with... let that go through and see what happens. Press play, then any key. I do not hear any sounds. Loading Dizzy Block 1. Okay, there we go. So it's loading. That's good. That's excellent. Right, we'll leave that to load while we go on. Right, guys, the last V8, we'll give it a try by the end of the show, but that may be one that we have to come back to another day as well. But that's not a problem. On Thursday, instead of Final Fantasy, because we finished it last week, and my goodness, what a game. Since we finished that last week, we're going to have another version of Monday Night Live on Thursday, and we'll see how we go from there. And so anything we don't get You set a disk image on Messenger. Oh, thank you. But anything we don't get completed tonight, we will play on Thursday. And that's our palette cleanser before we go in with Valhalla on Thursday. Next Thursday. Yes, Thursday Night Live. What emulator is this? This is the best Amstrad Spectrum and MSX emulator. It's called Retro Virtual Machine. And while Dizzy's loading, I will bring it up on, where is it? New window. If we don't play that awful... Oh, Little Britain. Yeah, Little Britain, the video game. Oh my god, it's so bad. Right, Retro Virtual Machine. There it is. RetroVirtualMachine.org. That's where you get it. It is fantastic. It plays Amstrad, Spectrum, MSX. I think it also does ColecoVision for some weird reason. I didn't know that the ColecoVision had a Z80 processor in it. Yeah, SG-1000 and Sega Master... They updated it. It does Sega Master System as well. Oh my goodness. Web embeddable emulator. Guys, it can... I don't know why it's not the graphics aren't loading. There's a web embeddable emulator. I could put my games available to play on the GameHammer site through this emulator. That is amazing. Right, I need to look at this some more later on. There we go. There's the link. Did you not know the Master System had a Z80 processor? I did, but I didn't know Retro Virtual Machine could emulate it. That is fantastic. Okay. Yeah, oh, definitely. Right. I will definitely do that. It's on Windows too. Oh, hell yeah. Yep. It's on Windows, Mac, Linux. It is the best emulator you can get for this sort of stuff. Like, there isn't a better one for all of these. It is so good. Zillion on the Master... Yes. I almost got a copy of Zillion not long ago, but it was in bad condition, so I didn't. Right, we're going to play a bit of this before we go. Yeah. If you want to put Batman out there, that's fine. I was emulated once. It left a nasty taste in my mouth. Nice one, Daft. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's play a bit of Dizzy when it loads up. So this is the Amstrad Action version of Dizzy. It's not the Dizzy that we've played before. It's a bit different. And that makes it special. Not different, just special. I don't know why I did it in that voice. But I did. And now you can't unhear it. Yes. What the hell am I on about these days? Oh dear. Also writing into Batman that Batman, after arresting James Petts, gets Alfred to rescue Kitten Girl. Excellent. But the new title for Batman is The Text Adventures of Batman. I like that. That's cool. Zillion 1's the best. Excellent. Oh, come on, Diz. Load. Load. How much further has it got on this? There's my mouse. How much further has it got? Not long at all. There we go. Always remember to press stop. Here we go. Amstrad Action Special Edition of Dizzy. I love the music on Dizzy. Hang on. Okay, this is a bit different. You can't land on top of that. Britain's leading magazine for the Amstrad CPC 464, 664 and 6128. The best mag for Amstrad CPC users, says the Oliver twins. Because it's the only legal way to get one of our games for free. The mold-breaking magazine from Future Publishing was not in that recent Guardian advert for old magazines. Advert. Article. What am I on about? That recent Guardian article about old magazines, despite the fact that it formed Future Publishing. All the items are in different places, yes. Okay, I keep pressing return to pick this up. And I can't. So I'm assuming that we don't do that. This mini version lets you play a modified version of the classic cult game Dizzy. The original game has a map almost 3 times as large. Okay, coming soon, Dizzy 2. Oh my goodness, this is the one from before Treasure Island. Okay, so we don't need any of that stuff that we had. You can't go into the graveyard. Huh. Dead. That's 2 deaths now from this. Death count goes up by 2. Can't pick up every object. Yeah, apparently not. This is weird. I like it because it's different and it's a challenge, but I also don't like it because, like, but I have my ways of doing things. The bags, that's interesting. This is different. The broken heart's over there, so we need that. You can make the potion. Excellent. Oh. Is that going to go the same way every time? It is, isn't it? Okay. Ah! Clove of garlic, that's what we need. How many crunchy bars is the maximum that a greedy person should have? 200. I don't know why, but I'm gonna stick to 200. I've got the garlic. This is a much more efficient way of getting rid of these bats with the garlic, just having it there. Is that bat coming down? It's not, is it? Yes, it is. There we go. Nice. Land on the danger. Or the dang sign, as it says. Dang. 11. Yes. Oh, yes. The amount of crunchy bars you can have goes up if it's Friday. That's... I don't make the rules, I just benefit from them. The first game written for charity, with the profits going to Sport Aid 88 as Race Against Time. Okay. Right, so we can't pick up the broken heart, which means that we don't have to move one of the... Yeah. One of the... statues. Interesting. So it's there, we just can't pick it up. Grab that. The empty potion bottle. We're going to make that bounce on top of the cauldron because that's the kind of thing that happens in a Dizzy game. Glass bottles bounce when you put them on top of cauldrons. It's just science. That's... You can't argue with it. It's just science. Crunchy bars are not strictly legal here. Huh. Interesting. Is it just me, or is this slower than the normal version? It doesn't feel as optimized. It's a bit weird. There we go, got that. I've got my version of Netflix working. Nice. We called it Mouseflix. Dizzy did originate on the CPC. So many Spectrum fans keep saying it's a Spectrum game that got ported, but it's not. It's an Amstrad game that got ported. Dizzy's ours. this still... Yep. Flask of troll brew. Nice. There we go. Boing. Oh, carp. Well, we're about to die horribly because there's no way we can get out of this without dying horribly. See? I bounced the wrong way. It was terrible. There we go. And... Boing. There we go. Looks good on the Amstrad. Damn well does, yes. Specky can have Horace and Minor Willie. We'll have Dizzy. Yes, we'll have the best one. Dizzy was the best. Because it's just great. There we are. Troll Brew is in. Let's get the torch. Why am I jumping all over the place like a git? Right, we're trying that again. Damn it. I got it wrong and now I don't like it. Going in. Dizzy, get on the pot. Come on. Oh, that sounded terrible. That sounded terrible. I shouldn't be telling people to get on pot. YouTube algorithm, that was not reference to any sort of illegal narcotic. That we were talking about an actual pot, a cooking pot. You've got a Raspberry Pi 5 plug. Nice. I still have to make the program I was talking about a while back, the TV emulator. I know it's possible because I've seen it done. I just have to have the time to do it. So that might be the next thing I do after we finish the JRPG. I might work on that. So I think that'd be cool. Yeah, there should be a new game. Dizzy Goes Potting. Let's see if we can get through this. Wait for the ghost to go back down and then jump across here. What's items in there? The helmet. The Minder's helmet's in there. Interesting. What's over here? Maybe one time you can try Busy Age on PC. Yeah, we've got a PC set up, so we can try that. Computer's heating up a bit, so I'll have to have a break after the stream before I start using it to edit videos. That's my job now. I'm basically nocturnal due to the heat. Kodi isn't illegal unless you can use it to illegally access channels. Yeah, the actual thing is not illegal in and of itself. That's perfectly true. I just watch Netflix, not Netflix, Prime. I don't have Netflix, I have Prime. And Paramount Plus, but only until Discovery's finished, and then I won't have it. So 3 weeks, haha! 3 weeks and then you get nout Paramount Plus. Not until you bring out something else that I want to see, which you probably won't for a while because Lower Decks' final season is coming later this year. Discovery's final season is airing now. Cancelling every after 5 years is bloody annoying. Your PC doesn't recognise old PS3 controllers on emulators. There is a way to do that. There is a way to get it to work, and it's basically you need a USB to PlayStation converter thing. I've got one for the Amstrad. I can actually use my PlayStation 2 thing on an Amstrad. because I've got a converter that switches to Atari, which is really cool. It's really nicely done. I can't remember what it's called, but you can get them and they're really good. So I recommend that if you want to use that kind of thing. You have 3 sound blasters now. How much sound do you need to blast? Your neighbours must be like, oh, he's awake again. We've got the bolt cutters. Need to get an Atari joystick to USB adapter for PC. Cool. Everything is in different places. This is interesting. I kind of like it. You have Netflix and Now TV, but don't watch them. Then why do you have them? Serious question. I just get rid of streaming services if I don't use them. Which reminds me, I've got to cancel my Times subscription tomorrow because I don't read it. It's a ridiculous thing we've got with the Times. That app doesn't work properly on, what's the word? Kindle Fire. It just doesn't frickin' work. It's going that way so we can jump up here. Jump, yeah. What's up here? The Ghostbusters thing. Well, well, well. Ghost Hunter's lasers up there. I know what they are, Martin. I was making a joke. Got a Ghost Hunter's laser now. So we can go and get rid of that ghost. Let's see what's down around there. I find the Disney games so whimsical. Yeah, they really are. It is that kind of thing. You're absolutely right. It's lovely, and I love playing them. And they're all available on the Oliver Twins website these days, so you can download and play them. It's brilliant. And death. Facebook Marketplace for cheapings for the amount of scammers on there. Oh, Facebook Marketplace is full of scammers. And they always want you to pay first. They always send you generic images. And you know it's a scam. And they know that you know. But they're going to keep trying anyway. And there we go. That's gone. You have all the games on one of your USB drives. Lovely! That's what I like to see. But yeah, they're so... I love it. I love them. They're great. Actually, hang on. Take the gold while I'm here. Grab the gold, yes. Purse of gold. Oh, we'll take that and we'll get the weird hair thing. Hi Flymo, how you doing? You meant to say you found Up Pompeii Series 1 and 2s on YouTube. Okay, well, I know what I'm watching tonight. Oh, I used to watch that show every week. It was great. It was repeats, I think, when I saw it. It's from before I was born, if I remember correctly. I used to watch it every week. It was great. It was so funny. Mind you, I used to think Hello Hello was funny and hardly ever laugh at anything in Hello Hello now. Which is unfortunate because it's like, well, what happened? Did I change or did it? And I think it's a bit of both. Come on, we can do this. Get through. Yes! When it comes to buying local stuff, pay cash. Yeah. leprechaun's wig, and then jump, and nothing falls down. Interesting. What is this? Put the wig down. Oh, it's just an advert. Okay. That's fine. So we know that's okay. You're doing alright. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. And dead. Ah, dear. It's slightly slower than I remember. Frankie Howard was brilliant. He really was. He was a fantastic comic genius. There we go. There we go. There we go. And over. There we go. I keep forgetting that that's not a thing you can land on in this version. It's very annoying. Come on, go past, go past. Drop the apple. Thank you very much. Put the Acme bird seed. Jump up there. And there we go. Straight over. There we go. There's nothing else over here that we need to go through, is it? Oh, we don't need that either. Okay. Huh. Alright. In that case, I'll say this diamond. Huh. So apparently we don't need a diamond either. Okay, let's go back. Where did I leave the bolt cutters? Did I leave them on top of the tree? I think I left them on top of the tree. This is unfortunate because I need them. Where's the birdseed? There it is. Was he gay? Frankie Howard. I get the impression that he might have been, but I don't know for sure. Leave that there, and oh, there's my watch telling me it's time for bed, but it's not because I have things to do. So E equals owl, yes. Twit-doo, twiddly-doo, twiddly-dee, fiddly-diddly-doo, and other words to that effect. No! Oh, I mistimed the jump! Oh! Guys, I mistimed it. That's more deaths. And an extra numpty, I believe. So, let's put that up to 10. I'm pretty sure I had 10 nuts and 2 numpties. There we go. But guys, what a night! I think we've all had a good night there. Excuse me. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. That's really all we've got time for tonight, though. So tomorrow we're working on the JRPG again, so that'll be fun. Wednesday's Grand Theft Auto. Thursday, though, is going to be another retro requests show. So we'll do the last V8, the Little Britain game, and see if we can finish off the Crystal Kingdom Dizzy, and then we'll see what else people request. But for now, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. Take care, happy gaming. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.